Hey y'all, welcome back to another edition of Old School versus New School. What's going on, Alex?
TheeEnicole in the place. What's good with you? What you been up to this week?
Work as usual. I got a lot of new things going on, and I can't wait to show everybody.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. But for me, the summer vacation has officially come to an end. you know, is
Well,
my
mine's been over because my daughter started back school last week.
yeah my daughter doesn't start school till the 5th, but starting tomorrow, I'm officially on grandpa duty again. So I've had several weeks of enjoyment, and now it's back to grandpa duty. So you know, that's the way
Okay,
it goes.
okay. Hey, Miss Parker, what's going on? You guys make sure that you guys are subscribed to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, she has dope content over there.
Is that Miss Parker from Friday? Is that the one?
No, it is not. But I think you can tune into her on some Fridays. Okay.
Also, okay.
Hi, Shawander. Is that how you say that? I do not like messing people names up. Y'all know I am big on names over here, but welcome.
Shawander Williams.
Yes.
Shawander Williams.
Hey, Miss Sherry.
Oh, troublemaker. Sherry
I have
Warren's in the
become
house.
very fond of Sherry, so watch it, Alex.
Troublemaker. I heard her story on your other joint. Oh,
Yes, Miss
what's that?
Sherry got stories. Okay.
Story time. Yeah.
Yes. Y'all know I don't play about my eat. Okay.
Uh huh. My goodness, they coming in here.
Hey, Bronze, what's going on? Make sure you guys are subscribed up to Bronze as well. Y'all know I'm big on support over here. To get support, you give support. So
Yep.
I got a little interesting question that I really want to know from the men and the women today.
Mm.
Because I feel like I don't want to say I'm jumping ship or anything like that, but I definitely am like an old school woman, even though I represent the new school. Like as far as my values and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah,
so
you were raised old school for a fact.
yeah, definitely. So I kind of want to see where everybody's head is with this. So we're gonna jump right on into the video. Let me go ahead and put this copyright up because YouTube like to really play games with the people that like to keep it real. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So let me
I
just put
know.
that up for a second. And then we're gonna jump right into this video. And I wanna know you guys' opinions. It's really, really short, so we'll probably play it a couple of times as new people come in. But here we go.
But I'm saying, yeah, if it's a real friend,
I mean, see, I pay for you. You beautiful.
Okay. It's the fellas talking right now.
What do you mean? I can't be in here?
I mean, you need to go to the bed.
I'm not finna go to the bed disguise.
I'm here to pay the rent. You need to go to the back when the fellas up there.
Okay, but this is my house. You can leave.
He's getting messy.
I pay rent.
Okay, but we're not gonna disrespect me. I'm saying,
You need to go to the back.
Oh my god! And I got it all on.
So basically, if you couldn't really hear her because she was kind of low, he basically was telling her to go on about her business because he was kicking it with the guys. Hey, YouTube is messy.
In
Me,
Nicole, listen,
mhm.
was the guy that was put out or the guy that was pushing the guy out? Whose house was it? Whose woman was that?
The guy with the black talking to the girl, that's her boyfriend. The
Uh,
guys was leaving because they started arguing.
okay, okay. Let me interject here.
Wait,
This
I
is
didn't tell what I think.
what you think. See, old
Yeah.
school. It only matters what I think.
But I'm on your side today.
Oh, you are? Okay, go ahead.
Dang. So I feel that if the guys are together, there's no need for you to be chilling with your dude and his guys. Like, leave him alone. Let him have guy time. Like, I feel like girls be way too clingy. And for vice versa. Like, if I'm with my girls, my dude is not about to be kicking it with me and the girls. If it's a couples thing, okay, it's couples. We all going out or we all kicking it, chilling, barbecuing, whatever. But I don't feel like it should just be one eyeball. I just don't feel like that.
You know, that's a discussion that should be had prior to the guys even getting there. Or more so even than that. A real woman knows when a guy has a bunch of his friends around, she don't need to be there wearing no tight ass pants, skimpy ass shirts, because she got a big fat booty. Okay. And
that one gonna get past you, huh?
No, that's not getting past me. And regardless of how close his friends are to him, they looking at that ass. They looking at them titties.
That's
because it's just human nature. They're gonna look. Okay. So the temptation is going to be there. So she should know better. Take your ass in the room, put the TV on, talk to your girls on the phone, whatever you want to do, but stay out of the arena when men are talking. That's a big problem today with men and women. We want to be in each other's business. Okay. When men are congregating, it's none of women's business. When women are congregating, it's none of men's business. We don't have to be in each other's business all the time.
I want to ask you a question.
And that clingy, needy shit, I know that all too well. That shit is irritating, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't understand that life. But let me ask you a question. Do you think that is disrespectful? Because to me, like, you heard the dude in the background, he was like, I'll pay for you, you beautiful. Like, you disrespecting your dude because you letting it be known that y'all not seeing eye to eye and it's cracks in y'all foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the guys or the girls, vice versa, whatever the situation is, your friend's never gonna let you live that down.
And even worse than that, TheeEnicole, and I agree with you, but even worse than that, when you show outsiders that you have kinks in your armor and you a good-looking person, somebody's going to say, listen, I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through. If you need to talk, call me. That's the open door right there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
yeah.
Somebody's going to say, if you need to talk, whatever, blah, blah, give me a call, blah, blah, blah. I'll calm the situation down, whatever. They trying to use your situation to get you in bed. Both men and women do this. Okay, so you should never let outsiders know that there's kinks in your armor because they looking to pounce. Okay, because the temptation is strong and the flesh is weak, as the Bible would say, and it really is.
You know what else I saw?
What?
She also basically made him look like a freeloader. Like, she like, you in my house, I can go wherever I want to go. Like, I feel like that is like rule number one, even before what we just said. Like, you don't disrespect your man in public. You shouldn't disrespect him in private either, but like more so like in front of his friends, disrespecting him like that, like it just wasn't cute at all.
And all she doing is giving the dudes ammo, because now the dude's gonna be like, listen, if he can't provide, I got you on that. I got you. You know what I do for a living, blah, blah. They're gonna use everything they could use to make your man seem small. You cannot give people ammo against your man or your woman, because if it was the other way around, she wouldn't like it. She would not want him around her and her friends when they got their fat asses out and they titties out with all their cleavage or whatever. She would not want her man around, and she know that. So that's just hypocrisy, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I think it's really weird, and it plays into something we talked about multiple times on our show, which I feel like the roles in society are just all over the place. Like, she was real manly. He was whining. It was just
the gender roles are screwed up. I mean, they really are. My woman would know. Take your ass in the room somewhere when my boys come over. Now, if we having a family event and there's aunts there, my sisters are there, that's different. But if we out there just watching a football game, me and the fellas, or a basketball game, we drinking beers and liquor and dinner, what you want to be there for? And you want to call me out on my financial condition? Well, I know what kind of person you are now. So I know I can't rock with you. You ain't got my back like that. So at some point, You got to stop looking at that fat ass, looking at them nice titties and that made up face and say what kind of person this is. If she's a fucked up individual, I can't rock with her. Period.
YouTube is messy says nowadays women think they are or don't need a man. And that's so true. Also says many of my friends, my single friends, say these things. We can see it. YouTube messy, like we can really see it because like the women, they so brash, harsh, they want to be hard, they want to be a gangster, but then you want a king and you want him to pay the bills and treat you like a princess, but you a whole prince. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Can a women in the chat? There's a lot of women in the chat. Somebody, you Nicole, you can chime in as well.
Welcome, Laquita.
Whatever happened to women finding the power of resting in their femininity? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being a woman? Where all these women want to be masculine. They want to get in dudes' faces. They want to talk shit. What's wrong with resting in the power of your femininity? Somebody please tell me.
Listen, you know me, I can't answer that question because I am that. Like, I'm not about to be arguing. Now, I know how to say how I feel and be assertive and let you know when I don't agree with something or I don't like something, but that doesn't call for disrespect. That doesn't call for me to raise my voice and get out of my element. You know what I'm saying? I love being treated like a queen, but in order to be treated like a queen, you have to present yourself that way. Especially to like people you don't know. If you don't know somebody and you acting crazy, don't you think they're going to meet you with that same energy?
Absolutely. I refuse to be disrespected. It's not happening. It's not happening. And when I see that happening,
I'm just saying, YouTube.
Listen, I'm gone. See, the same thing with children. Just like with this, you cannot argue and fight in front of your children. I agree with Sherry Warren. It has changed, and we got to bring this shit back because disrespect is disrespect regardless of what area you're in. And so when children see that there's division in the parents, children pounce on that and they manipulate the situations. This is why parents should not argue in front of children because children sit there and take notes. Okay.
Yeah, they definitely do. And then throw it back in your face when you least expect it.
Exactly. So we gotta understand human behavior. We get so caught up in our emotions and our feelings, we don't think. And that's why I say the jails are full of people. 90% of them are in there because they could not control their emotions. Take some time to control your emotions and think about what you're doing.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I think about that. First, I'm going to tell you what YouTube is Missy says. She says, I am very soft with my husband, very submissive. But when he pushing it, trust me, I'll let him know. Okay. And she also says that she agrees with you, Alex. Mm-hmm. Hey, on the spot. This is definitely one of my faves. Make sure that you guys subscribe to her. She does great content, hot topics, and she also informs you on business. Okay, so make sure that y'all check her out. She's a really dope individual. And you can go back into our old school versus new school. And we actually had her on the show a while back. And I think it's due time for you to come back, ma'am.
You're on the spot live. She's pretty dope. You know, she's a great contributor on these podcast streets, and she's a regular. And I go visit her channel quite regularly. So
yeah, me too. I was just in there the other day.
It's all about support. It's what we do here.
So let me tell you what I think about that before I forget, because y'all know me and my brain. Say what you just said again before I had read that comment about the females.
No, emotion. Emotional content. People cannot control their emotions, and the jails are full of them. So before you react to situations, learn how to step back and think for a moment. Everybody just jump off the cuff and start going off. Learn how to think. That's a lost art form.
Right. And so I wanted you to say that again to reiterate, like, we said this on multiple shows because we are in number 24.
Oh, yeah.
But we talk about how people don't even know themselves, right? and it stems from how you grew up, your upbringing. That really plays a part in your adult life. And I feel like people are rushing into these relationships without even knowing themselves. So if you don't know yourself and what you like and dislike, you are going to be totally emotionally fucked up in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And not knowing yourself. If you haven't dealt with those issues from your past, if you haven't conquered those demons, you carry them around like luggage, and you
Right.
carry them into every relationship. So if you got mommy issues, you got daddy issues, if you got issues with your siblings, if you've been molested, or if you got all these things you haven't dealt with, and you carrying that shit around, at some point you're going to have to either deal with it or it's going to destroy you, because you're not going to be able to maintain any kind of healthy relationships carrying that stuff around.
Okay, so Laquita actually answered your question. She said women who can't embrace that feminine energy are battling with healing stages. It's almost like trauma. So yes, that's exactly what we just said. So we on the same page,
Same
Laquita.
page with
Okay.
that. Same page.
Yeah, like
Same page.
it's weird. And they be projecting onto you. Like, we could go on and on about this for days. Like, I just think it's weird to me that people want to be in a relationship just to say they in a relationship, but they miserable as hell in their relationship.
Right. They have to question why they even got involved with this particular person to begin with. Because if you get involved for the wrong reason, it's not going to last anyway. That's the temporary high. That's the euphoria. You got people out here, TheeEnicole, who only are in love with the euphoria of the newness of a relationship.
Right.
See, when it's new, it's always good. You don't even fart in front of each other when it's new.
And then when you find out that the nigga don't wash his ass, then what you gonna do?
Or wash between their toes, as you say.
For real. YouTube is messy said, my daughter is a daddy's girl, and when she know I'm gonna say no, she asked her father, and now my husband asks me. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Chain of command. Okay, chain of command.
And we just talked about how kids get in that stuff. Kids know.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
But
see, that goes into kind of like the whole topic of the situation. It's like it's a time and place. It's a time for, because I don't completely agree with something you said, Alex.
What?
As far as like watching the game and stuff like that, because I like sports, and if I'm in a relationship, I like my man. You know what I'm saying? So while I won't be there the whole time, I'll definitely like say hey to the fellas, probably got snacks going on and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna be in there the whole time. Like, I definitely know how to be a woman and pop in and pop out type of thing. To just be comfortable and cozying up in the middle of the guys, like, that's weird to me.
But see, TheeEnicole, you're getting women mad at you right now because you're talking about submission and serving your man. See, that's taboo today. You can't make your man a sandwich today. These motherfuckers get mad.
Listen, if you're not making your man a sandwich, I don't want to hear about him cheating on you, baby, because you have laid the foundation for cheatation, okay?
Because cheatation. Is that a word? Look it up. Google that.
Okay? If you ain't making no sandwiches, be prepared to be cheated on. Now, I'm not saying nobody has to be Susie Homemaker if that's not your role in life or whatever. But naturally, if you want to be with somebody, just like you want them to do for you, you should be doing for them, period. Like, unless you want a slave, and I don't want to be having sex with no slave.
Yeah, but TheeEnicole, you just said something very powerful, right? If your man has all his dudes over, what is wrong with the woman coming to say, hey, fellas, anybody hungry? You guys thirsty? Blah, blah, and serving the guys and so forth, just like the dude should do.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. That's what my dudes like. If I was out with my girls, my dude sees me. I've been in a situation where my dude have came over, bought all the girls drinks, gave me a hug, kiss. I'll see you later. Boom, we out of there. Why are y'all lingering around? Like, I want to say, I wonder what he's doing. Like, I want to miss my dude. I don't want to be up nobody's ass.
And then you find out your dude banging one of your friends, and you wonder how this happened because he's hanging around you and your girls.
Exactly. Laquita says, a woman. Oh, I already read this, didn't I? No, I didn't. A woman who can embrace femininity are identified by men and dismissed quickly.
Because
Hmm.
nobody wants nobody argumentative. Nobody wants nobody constantly trying to test their manhood, coming up against it. Men don't like that. We don't like that because we already know, and I spoke about this many, many times, Nicole. You know that when it really comes down to it, if you out somewhere with your woman and people start popping off shots, you got to get in front of her. You got to dive on your woman and protect her. If you guys are in the house at 3 o'clock in the morning and the window break, you got to get your ass up. She's not getting up. You're not even going to let her get up.
And shout out to that podcast that spoke about that after we did. Yes,
Right.
I am being messy today. Okay.
Yeah. It's time to really be Petty LaBelle right now because there are people listening to us and then using that shit on their podcast.
But shout out to them, you know. We like support and we share around here.
Yeah, but I want credit.
Yeah. YouTube is messy agrees with you, Alex. She said, because we will stay on one accord. I also think it has to be strict parent and not a lenient parent. So like a balance type of thing.
Balance,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said Drake said the best, dealing with a heart I didn't break. Listen.
Yeah, right. Listen. Oh my God. Put that back up there.
He said rewind.
Oh my God. Now she done said a mouthful there.
Yeah.
Because they're bringing everybody they ever screwed in their life that hurt them to you because they haven't dealt with it.
And that's not fair. That's not fair at all.
That's not fair at all.
Then they wonder why they get stuffed in the closet.
Deal with your shit, man. Damn.
And you know, that's really okay, so let me go to my health bag because y'all know I've been in the health field since I was in the 9th grade. Okay. And this health thing, I feel like our culture doesn't pay enough attention to. And stress is one of the leading killers. So if you're carrying around all that extra stress, because life is stressful by itself, like you can have all your shit together, you could be a positive person, and life is still going to hit you with unexpected things, right? But if you got all this extra baggage on you that you're not letting go, like what type of life is that?
Do you know that 80% or over 80% of illness is stress related? Over 80%. So most of the illness that we incur relates back to stress. And if you got somebody in your life, see, a woman's job or a man's job in a relationship, first and foremost, is to make sure you have a place of peace to fall when the world is kicking your ass. Okay, who wants to go out here? Who wants to go out here in the world? Because the world don't give a shit about you. Okay, so if you out here in the world getting your ass handed to you, but you got to deal with that because you got to make your money, you got kids, you got to do this, that, and the third. When you come home, you want to feel that peace. You don't want to be arguing and dealing with bullshit. You don't.
I just said this a couple episodes ago, didn't I? When I was talking about how we as Black women and Black men already have it in the world. We don't want to be out here fighting the world, and then we got to come home and fight too.
Right. I mean, because where do you go if you can't even come home to peace?
To the strip club.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the strip club, but you're gonna make it rain at the club.
To the strip club.
But if you can't come home to peace, you're gonna go out and find a peace.
Definitely. Okay, I'm stealing that. I heard you. Yeah, catch that. That's YouTube is messy said, man, a lot of generations has been destroyed from not dealing with their trauma. Instead, they pass it down, and that's facts.
Nicole, I had to deal with being honest with myself about my mother, my dad, my siblings growing up, my environment. I had to be honest and deal with that. It was affecting my adulthood. And if I didn't deal with that at some point, I don't know if I'll even still be here right now.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to deal with that mess.
Listen, and I want people to know, like, when they're watching us, listening to us, whether it's live or on a replay, like, I'm gonna speak for myself, and then Alex, you can follow up. I'm not never saying anything that I say to point my finger or talking about some shit I don't know. I'm always talking about some shit I've been through. So I definitely know about, taking that time, and it don't take no damn day or no week. It could take a while for you to work through everything you've been through as a child, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people. Like, it take major work, and you're not gonna like everything you see. But if you don't do that, you're gonna be an ain't shit person, period.
Right. And what that does is a lot of times when people don't deal with their shit, it turns them into a narcissist. Okay? Because narcissists feel like you got to deal with my bullshit, but I ain't got to deal with yours. Everything has to be about me. Understand what I'm going through. Understand what I've been through. Understand what my mommy did. Understand what my daddy did. Understand this. You got to understand everything about them. But when it comes to you, it's like, oh yeah, well, who cares? You got to deal with my shit. Because this love thing is a game. And whoever love who the most is at a disadvantage. If you got a manipulative, narcissistic person, if they even sense that you love them more than they love you, they're gonna use your love for them
you
as
definitely about to be a doormat.
They're gonna use it as a weapon against you.
You're gonna be a doormat because listen, I'm not no weak woman. You know what I'm saying? Never been a pushover, didn't come from pushovers. So I need a man's man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a man to where if he be like, you know what, shut the fuck up. I want to have to think about it for a second. Like, you know what? I'm going to just be quiet for a moment and then I'll be back talking again. I can't be with no man if he say shut the fuck up. I'm like, bitch, you shut the fuck up. Oh, no, you can never be my man. Because I need that man to command authority without even saying anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you give that man that respect. But see, that goes back into what I'm saying about women. So men, don't think you off the hook with me because everybody is hookable over here, okay?
Right.
So women, if you want to be treated like queens, you need to present yourself as a queen. But men, if you want to be respected as a man, you need to be a man or you're going to be treated like a bitch. Period.
Yeah, right. Hurt people, and that's a fact. I've been saying that for years.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Big Heavy, y'all.
Yeah, hurt people. That's simple as that. Because people want you to feel the same way they felt because they feel like if they make you feel that way, then you can identify better with them. You see what I'm saying? But that's not the way to deal with that kind of situation. And you saying that as a woman, when your man tell you to shut the fuck up, you should just say, you know what? Let me sit back and think before I shut the fuck up. Let me shut the fuck up.
Read the room.
Right?
Read the room.
Understand what's going on. It's like if I know what's going on in the room, and I turn to my woman and go, I need you to sit down and be quiet for a second. Just sit down and be quiet.
Yeah, because Alex, you said something very important right there, though. Because I had to explain this to even my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in a moment, depending on the circumstance, you can't think about somebody's feelings. Like, say you hear or see something, and all you can say in 1 second is "shut the fuck up."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you all, who you talking to? Boom, y'all killed.
That's it. You're dead on arrival.
Yeah.
It's not always time for niceties. Because as we've been talking about, life is stressful. You're going to be in stressful, adverse situations. And you don't always have time to go, dear, could you please sit down? I want to take care of something right now. You don't have time for that shit all the time. It's going to be, babe, sit the fuck down. I got to take care of something. Sit down. Let me take care of this.
On top of that, you know what gets me, Alex? People be so sensitive on how you're supposed to treat and talk to them and butter them up, but they don't treat other people that way.
No, that's a fact. Not only don't they treat other people that way, they talk about other people like a dog. People who have helped them, who have done things for them. Why are you talking about people that helped you? So Lord knows what you're saying about me when I'm not around.
Exactly.
Because if you're talking about people who have helped you, what kind of person? See, that's that narcissistic bullshit that I be talking about.
Yeah. Look, Laquita, She is right here on time with us today. And I'm even reading these messages a little late, but it's like every time I read Laquita's message, she be right on point at the moment. Okay. She said, I'm at the point of my life that I do not deal with unhealthy, repetitive decision makers. That's stressful. Okay. Listen.
Yeah, Laquita's heavy today. Yeah, she heavy
YouTube
today.
is messy agrees with you.
Because it's not rocket science. This is not rocket science. This is knowing gender roles. And I know we're at a stage now where genders are all over the place. You know, there are 500 genders or whatever the case may be.
Oh
I'm
my
old
God,
school.
he said 500.
I'm old school. So, you know, I think and feel a certain way. But we've lost our way because our roles are all over the place. No one know their roles anymore. So it's and social media has made it okay to be disrespectful.
Yeah, it's glorified. Like it's cute or something. Jamel says, I don't have time for the bullshit. And I want to say right here at this great moment, neither do I. Because I refuse to raise my daughter like that. To think that you can just be out here treating people however, and they supposed to kiss your ass. The streets don't care nothing about you.
No.
Somebody will bust you over the head if they don't know you and you talking to them crazy.
Right. And that's the thing too, TheeEnicole. It's like, you know, why do women, these masculine women, these overly masculine women, right? Why do they want to get in men's face like they can whip a man's ass? You can't beat a man's ass. So why are you in his face talking that dumb shit? Now, if he knock you on your ass, he wrong.
Then they want to call the police and be a victim and all this and all that. But then they turn around and act like women can't be abusive to men.
But if he don't knock you on your ass, then it's like, oh, he a punk. He a simp.
Exactly.
So what you expect the man to do while you sitting there talking shit to him?
Hey, cousin. Right. Everybody is a human. They have limits.
Look, TheeEnicole, if I'm a big man. I'm over 6'1", 260 pounds, right? So let's say all the greatest boxers in the world were in their prime. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard. All these guys were in their prime, and I was invited to a function where they were there, and we were all attending, right? And I decided I'm going to get there, and I'm going to talk shit to Mike Tyson. And I'm going to start going, yeah,
is this a hypothetical or this really happened?
No, it's a hypothetical.
Oh, okay, because I would have wanted to be front row.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical, right? So, so if I go and start talking shit to Mike Tyson, yeah, you got a lisp and you this, you that, you this and the third, you got beat up by Buster Douglas and blah, blah. If I start talking shit to Mike, right? And Mike beat the shit out of me.
Because that's what's going
to happen. That's what's going to happen. Okay? No question. Okay? Nobody's going to feel sorry for me. No, they're going to say, why did you fuck with Mike? That's what they're going to be asking me. My eyes shut, my lip bloody, whole face swollen, looking like Martin in that episode with Tom Hearns.
I wish I had a picture of that right now.
My shit swollen like Martin, fucking with Tommy Hearns, right? But they're not gonna feel sorry for me. So my question is, why do women confront men they know they cannot beat and antagonize him into a fight? But if the man beat her ass, everybody's on the man's case. Right. I wouldn't get that kind of sympathy.
Not at all. She said being a prostitute using your body is never okay. Wait a minute, what were we talking about?
Yeah, where'd that go? We went left somewhere.
Did we say something about prostitution?
I didn't say I didn't say nothing about
I don't remember.
It must be the chat. Go
Make
back
sure
to the
y'all
chat.
subscribe to my girl Skoka, okay? Me and Skoka got big things going on. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. And also make sure y'all just subscribe to Mac, as me and Mac got some things coming for y'all as well.
What up, Mac? That's my dude right there.
Yeah, and he definitely said that Mike will be whooping your ass.
That's it. Ain't no question about it. And nobody's gonna feel sorry for me either. Nobody.
So I'm gonna play the video again because it's more people coming in and it's
Mm-hmm.
men and women in here. So I want to hear some more opinions about what y'all think should have been done in this situation right here.
Is that the only video today, or you got another one? Or is that?
Yeah, this is the only one I got for today.
Okay. All right, play that again.
Okay.
But I'm saying, if it's a real friend,
He paying for my meal.
I mean, see, I pay for you. You beautiful.
Okay.
it's the fellas talking right now.
What do you mean? I can't be in here?
That mean you need to go to the bed.
I'm not finna go to the bed disguise.
I'm here to pay the rent. You need to go to the back when the fellas up there.
Okay, but this is my house. You can leave.
Ooh,
Nah,
it's
I
getting
ain't gonna lie, I
messy.
pay rent.
Okay, well, you know you disrespect me. I'm saying.
You need to go to the back.
Oh my God. And I got it all on.
And see, I didn't even peep that everybody was laughing. I didn't even peep that part. I was just listening to them two argue.
They amping her up.
Yeah, they definitely did. But what I also don't like is that it further perpetuates this mind state, right? Because did you see the caption on the bottom? It said, should a man hide a woman when his friends come over? First of all, it's not about hiding your woman. It's about you being a woman and getting the fuck out of the niggas' faces and letting them kick it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she kept saying, "This is my house." Now I need clarity there.
These vibes.
I need clarity there when she keeps saying, "This is my house," because if he moved in with her, that's his first mistake.
He
That
said,
is
"I
the
help you
first
pay
mistake.
the." He said, "I help you pay the rent." I heard him say that.
But then that's her house. It's in her name. Okay. And
It looked like an apartment because I damn sure saw steps out there.
Yeah, it's an apartment. But we always say house, but yeah, it's an apartment, right? So that's her dwelling, lease in her name. That's probably her furniture. He probably moved in with her, which is a huge mistake a lot of men make. Okay? Do not, under any circumstances, unless you're married to this woman, move in any place with her name on anything. Because a woman's biggest tool is soon as she get upset, get out.
Exactly.
She packing your shit. She calling the cops to put you out. Don't move in with no woman because the fact she can't beat your ass. She know that. So she's going to use and manipulate the system to get you out every time she gets upset with you. If you come in after midnight, if you eat the last piece of chicken, if you talking to your friends and she can't hear the conversation, it doesn't matter what it is. If she get mad, she want to put you out. Don't move into her fucking place ever.
But I feel like vice versa for the women either. Don't move into his place. Have your own shit because the first thing he gonna say when he get mad at you is get out. So everybody need to be stable before they start messing with each other anyway.
But that's more of a woman thing about get out.
No, it's a human thing.
No, it ain't.
It's a weak ass human thing. Matter of fact, because if y'all together and y'all in a relationship, then y'all should be able to work things out instead of hitting below the belt because like she was so disrespectful.
That's never the first word out of my mouth to anybody.
But you're a man. I'm talking about these man boys. That's what I'm talking about.
Because how you going to love somebody and want to see them homeless? Does that make any sense to you? Just because you're having a disagreement or an argument, you want to see me homeless now. It's 2:00 in the morning and you got my shit outside. Really?
The gag is they do that and they put him out and then the dude come back with his trash bags in his game.
Yeah, and because they turn around 3 days later, want to call them, make up, have a good sexual session, and everything's good until the next fight.
Pisces Vibe said, I definitely excuse myself when my man has company and he do the same. Period. That's what grown people do. Grown.
I don't understand what's so complicated about. She's wrong in that situation. That young lady's wrong.
All the way wrong. But what do you think about the reaction of the friends? Do you think they was wrong?
To be honest with you, they doing that bitch shit. They gonna pull out phones in this man's house and start recording this situation. And then it ends up on social media like everything else. Okay? You should
that
go.
is why we're watching it today.
Yeah, exactly. You should be trying to calm that situation down. Talk to your friend. Talk to the woman. Listen, y'all shouldn't be doing it. Nobody should have no cameras up. Nobody.
Yeah, like what type of respect do y'all all have for each other? Like, but YouTube Messi said women are devious, and that is like the ultimate truth. Like it's crazy.
Now,
Like,
Nicole, you and YouTube is messy, trying to turn the whole female population against y'all. Because
no, we not. We
y'all
telling
hitting
the
some buttons
truth.
tonight. It
We
could be
telling the
true.
truth. Little girls gonna be mad. Little girls gonna be mad, but women are not gonna be mad.
You know damn well this modern women today, they don't like accountability. So that shit y'all talking?
Well, you know they don't like me anyway.
Well, yeah,
And
well,
I
that's
don't
true.
give a fuck. I like who like me, and I'm gonna keep it real, and they gonna keep it real with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the right thing all the time. I make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But my friends hold me accountable and be like, you know what, you tripping today. What's going on? So I don't care if they don't like me and they don't think like me. I don't need them around me anyway.
Yeah, well, that's true. They don't like you. Yeah, why do you think? And I'm trying.
Oh.
And I want to ask you, since we're on that, just for a quick second.
Okay.
Why don't you think they like you? That's because I love you. I think you're awesome. You're a great person. You're a good mother. All that stuff. Very, very talented, gifted. Why is it, in your opinion, without being cocky or brazen? But what is it? Why don't they like you?
They don't like me, I feel like, because I'm just too honest. Like, I'm comfortable in myself to where I can tell you the truth. Like, I can talk about my insecurities. I could talk about things I'm struggling with or something I may have a problem with. But I also can tell you in areas that I'm strong in where you need to step your shit up. So it's just like either you love me or you hate me. But I feel like if you hate me, it's because you really don't know me, because the people that really know me know if I care about you, I only want the best for you, period.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. But Alex, I'm at the grown age now to where I don't care anymore, because it really did used to bother me. Like, well, what did I do to them? And then I would be wasting time racking my brain about what did I do to this person, knowing good and damn well I didn't do nothing to them. Like, I'm not no angel and I'm not perfect, but
do you ever notice that people only like honesty when it's convenient for them? A lot of people. They always say, I want somebody that's honest. Be honest with me. Tell me the truth. Let me know what's happening. I want to know. And then when you're really honest with them, they can't take the shit. Then they feel like you're attacking them. They feel like you're belittling them. You want me to tell you the truth. So why are you upset now? Because as long as you patting them on the head, you okay. It'll be fine. They just don't understand you and all that bullshit. You okay with that? But when somebody call you out on your shit, you don't like it.
You know what I tell people that don't like me?
What?
Fuck you. That's what I tell them. So it's coming soon, y'all, to all streaming sites. Make sure that y'all go purchase Fuck You. Because I am just tired of being nice.
I'm
not
theme song.
Not be nice, but
my new theme song is coming.
For real.
And Laquita says, you're not growing until you accept and hold yourself accountable. Period. Bang. Period. Hold yourself accountable. Women don't like me either because they're jealous. YouTube is messy.
Okay, come through with the honesty, okay? And I love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love who love me, and I am just done giving my energy to people that don't give me back. Like, we can get where we going and have way more fun supporting each other, getting along with each other, protecting each other. It take a whole lot of energy to remember why you don't like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it do. It take a whole lot of energy to carry that hate around. It really do. That's energy, man. Woo. It's like, can you imagine every time you see somebody, oh, I hate them. I hate their guts. I can't stand them. Oh.
But let me tell y'all the truth, though. I only realized that till one day I couldn't remember why I didn't like somebody. Like the girl walked in and my whole body got hot and I just was like, oh.
And look at that.
And then I'm like, well, what did she do again?
Right. Right.
Like, why?
You don't forgot.
Yes, it was that long. Like, why am I wasting my time remembering? Like, fuck her.
And do you know that woman had power over you because
exactly. And that's why I tell a lot of people, even not only just about being mad at somebody, but also forgiving somebody. Like they be like, well, I won't forget. I can't forgive them. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. Because while you remembering the bullshit that they did to you, they sleep good every night, living their life, not thinking about your ass.
They living their best life. Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. They living their best life. So you know
and
what you
as y'all can see, Alex be on the other side of the studio. Big Heavy.
You know what you gotta do, TheeEnicole, while they living their best life? You know what you gotta do?
What?
You gotta smile, bitch! Smile, bitch! Come on!
Wait a minute. I think we have triggered Alex. So why he getting together? Let me read what Big Heavy said. He said women know who to play with like that. If she's acting like that in front of the friends, imagine when nobody's around. That part, Big Heavy, and that's why I wanted to stop right there and ask y'all, do y'all think it was disrespectful? Because that was crazy.
Very disrespectful. You know how I feel
because
already.
I'm very blunt. That part too, Messy.
Now, is she very blunt or does she smoke blunts? Which one? But I couldn't really see the comment.
First of all, don't come for YouTube is Messy, okay? Because she will come for your neck. Second of all, she said that she's very blunt, and
okay. I read it wrong. Okay.
Alex be trying it, y'all. Thank you, Pisces Vibes. I really appreciate you and your support, like for real. Like I really do. It means a lot to me because y'all don't know me from a can of paint. So the people that mess with me, I mess with y'all right back. She said she's healed. Unhealed people don't like us. That part right there. Look, Queen, do you got a show? Do you got a platform? Because you are speaking today. Hey, Shank, you know I love you, but where is my E at, Shank?
Oh, there you go. Yo.
Where is the E?
She about to go off.
Y'all make sure that y'all are subscribed to Shank. He is a very dope content creator as well. He stands for the same causes. You know, he talks about the Shanquilla Robertson case and raises awareness for that. So make sure that y'all support him. And he also talks about an array of other things too. Really dope content creator. Make sure y'all subscribe to him as well.
Sound like my kind of guy, really.
Yeah,
you know
he's really dope. And he old school. So
that's a fact. Oh yeah, she liked the song Pisces Vibes.
Because that's how I be feeling, okay? and you know what? You know what? That we're talking about this. This is interesting. Okay, because we're talking about how people aren't healed, how they don't get through their traumas and stuff like that. Like you really have to take the time and figure out what your passion is and what you like to do. Because the old me will love to slap a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm at right now, I had to figure out how I can release it because as a human, you still got to release your anger some type of way. Like you can't just be no pushover and just swallow everything. Pause. But
yeah, that's true.
If you make me mad, I'm just going to go to the studio and let it out over a dope ass beat.
Yeah, I remember about 12 years or so ago, when I used to live in a townhouse out in Virginia Beach. We had a nice garage there, and I just wanted to hit somebody, man. And it's because people were just aggravating me, man. So what I did was my wife at the time and myself, we went and got a heavy bag, and we hung it in the garage. And I got some boxing gloves, man. And I would go down there every day and hit that bag for at least an hour, a heavy bag. And it's a great workout. It's a great stress reliever, and you get to hit something. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you
And it
definitely
keep
got to release it.
and it keeps
Because
you
if
out of
you don't release it, you just gonna transfer it to somebody else, and
Yeah.
it also stays in your body. Because me being a medical massage therapist, like you would be surprised the conversations that I have while giving massages because of how tense a person may be. Because on the outside, when they come in and get their massage, they might seem like a normal person, smiling, greeting you and everything. But once you start massaging this person and you feel this tenseness and you're asking questions, people be harboring things from years ago, and that stays in your body physically.
Yeah. If anybody in this room has never had a full body professional massage, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. You need to go get it.
Please take a bath first.
You speak from experience? What happened?
Listen, please take a bath first. Yes,
Oh
I'm
my
definitely
goodness.
talking from experience, and it's not a good thing. Please take
Yeah,
a bath before you go get a massage.
Yeah, because y'all do get pretty close to our nuts. As a man speaking, y'all get pretty close to our nuts because y'all come to that upper thigh area and y'all be
Well, they're
rubbing and
supposed
stuff.
to ask first, where do you want them to stop at?
Mm.
And I don't mean happy ending. So, Alex, I'm not playing with you today.
I didn't say. Now, would I say anything like that?
Yes, you would. Y'all refer back to episodes 1 through 23.
But y'all
YouTube
do
Messi
it.
said it's so easy to be hated when you really love. Boom. Yeah. I'm using that in the song. Because I say that all the time. Like, they really hate me because they like me. They love me.
But
they
be
like, why? Ugh.
Well, they love to hate you. People love to hate you. It makes their life interesting.
Listen to what I'm saying. Somebody could admire something about you and then not like you because they admired something about you. Mm-hmm. How much sense do that make?
It's just listen, same thing I just said. They love to hate you. It makes their life interesting. Instead of admiring other people for their gifts, their talents, and their abilities, they jealous and hate you for it, not even realizing that you yourself have talents and abilities you haven't tapped into. Don't be jealous of this other person. Find your shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a talent or a gift to offer the world or offer to other people, but we don't take the time to even delve into ourselves enough and know ourselves enough. We have no knowledge of self. So when we find somebody that's using their gifts and bettering the world and bettering themselves, we use our energy to hate instead of finding our own purpose.
Okay, so YouTube is Messy told me to explain to you that she is a troll. So number one, that means, like I said earlier, be careful because she'll come for your neck. Second of all, that she said she don't smoke or drink and that person in the picture is not her. Because were you inferring that from the picture?
No. I just focus on the word blunt.
Okay. YouTube is Messy. Alex is a troll as well. He an old troll.
Tell her, TheeEnicole, I love when people come at me with that smoke. I love it. He's
definitely an old troll.
I'll be trying to attract that smoke. But I love y'all though.
Yes.
It's all good.
Yes, please like and subscribe, y'all. Big Heavy said it's disrespectful, but it's his fault because he allowed it for so long. That is normal to her. Now that's interesting too, because with the friends, I feel like because that definitely seemed like a regular occurrence.
And he's in her house. He's in her house, as I said before. That's his first mistake. Because she always going to pull rank. This is my house. My.
And then I just don't like that. Like people who do stuff for people just to have one up on them. I don't like that. Like if you give something to somebody and then they happen to get on your nerves a week from now, and this has nothing to do with how they get on your nerves, but then you say, I'm the one gave you $5 last week. What does that have to do with what the fuck we talking about?
Right now.
What does you not being in my nigga's face have to do with who's paying what on this house when it's our business and we obviously together?
Oh, we laying up there having pillow talk because we just had a nice passionate session. And so we having pillow talk. People say things when they're in bed, vulnerable, naked. and all this stuff. And then a week later, we get in an argument. You talking about what we said in bed in front of everybody. Now, what kind of shit is that?
She said, take a bath, period. Okay.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Like, people really talk too much. Like, not just talk too much as far as business, but in her case, in front of his friends, you talking too much. If you had a problem, again, it's a time and a place. If she had a problem with something he said, she could have waited till after they kicked it when they was by ourselves. Like earlier when you was doing out in front of your friends, like, what you was on. Like, you can check him as deep and as heavy as you want to, but that man is still a man. So to do that in front of his friends was whack as hell to me.
Yeah, and you know, common sense is no longer common. It's not common to have sense, right? We know it's not. We know it's not common to have sense. So a real woman, a woman who was brought up with old school values, they already know. It's been instilled in them. When your man got company over there, you vacate the premises or vacate the vicinity. You go into another room and do what you got to do. You don't hang around a bunch of men. What you want to hang around a bunch of men for? And flaunt your behind and your breasts around his friends. Why do you want to do that?
Well, I'm always with the guys because I don't mess with girls because they crazy. But in a relationship, I know how to let my man be a man and he handle his business and I do what I want to do. Now, hey, that boy Slick, what's going on?
Simon Hectic. That boy Slick. See, he put the E there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't put. Come on, y'all. It's just one letter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the E.
TheeEnicole will go off on you.
But really, Alex?
Yeah, you go off. Listen, that's my girl, right? Now, she loved me, and she's going off on me about forgetting that E. Okay?
Because Nicole is not my name. Like, when I hear Nicole, I just see a white woman in my head.
But you know what? I have not forgotten that E since we first met. And you thought I had, and you had to pay me $5.
See, then we just talk about throwing stuff up in people's faces. See, y'all see, y'all see another side of us today.
That's public information. You bet me $5 on the air.
But I paid what I weighed.
You paid what you weighed. She paid it. She didn't welch. She paid the $5. I give her that.
I paid what I weighed. I take accountability, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
The Jungle Book. What is going on, Simon?
It's just a bare necessity. That's Mother Nature's recipe.
Simon, don't get Alex started, please, because Big Heavy said, I bet he put half on the deposit, half on every bill, but it's in her name just so she can pull a rent. And that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said, because he was like, I pay half the rent. He shouldn't even have justified himself at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because you paying the rent and whose house this is has nothing to do with get your thirsty ass out my friends' faces.
Right. And that's another thing. She may seem kind of thirsty walking around in them damn tight ass pants, her ass banging, her little short shirt on, her breasts popping. That's thirsty behavior. You want attention. You know what I mean?
When I was growing up, when men came to the house, it was a certain way that you were supposed to dress anyway. Yes, this is our house, but there are men coming over. Like you know what I'm saying?
But you also know women thrive on attention. She wants the attention of his friends.
But you got a whole man, so isn't that who you're supposed to be getting the attention from?
That's become norm. That's become commonplace. She wants some new attention. She want to know if she still got it. You know what I mean? She know them guys looking at her, and it's disrespectful, as we keep saying. So
you know what she not gonna have? She not gonna have that half of the rent that he be giving because he about to leave her ass.
But he need to. He need to. Don't move into a woman's dwelling and your name not on nothing. Don't do that. I don't recommend that for any man. Unless you guys have a wedding date planned or already married, whatever. You do that stuff then. But don't just move in and let everybody know that you are a hobosexual.
And I don't recommend it for any woman either. Women, have your own. You claim you independent and you this and this and that, all this stupid ass shit. Be stable first. Just be stable. Be stable, then be with a man. Like, it feels good to date like that anyway. Like, we meet up, we kick it, and then we can go home and stretch out in our own damn beds while y'all get to know each other. But y'all be so quick to say y'all in a relationship and take fake ass, posed ass pictures and put them on social media like you this big happy family when you don't even know this person. And obviously you don't even really like that person. Because soon as he bring his friends around, you want to be in the living room in a crop top telling him that it's your house.
Right. That's it. And I don't like it at all. It's not nice. It's not respectful. You're not respecting the person who you chose. You know what I mean? So do you really love him, or you just needed to help paying those bills?
She needed that rent. And
she need that money. She need that money. She don't love that dude.
Out here for a pimp. When it's time to make the money for the rent. But that was not attractive at all. And I just want our women to do better, because y'all talking about y'all queen this, queen that, bad bitch this. Whatever you feel like your title is, walk in it and stop talking it, because the talk don't match the walk.
And let me say this before we get up out of here. This is very important. A real woman who is comfortable in her womanhood and her femininity understands the power of silence. See, a lot can be said when nothing is said.
Period. That give them that good old look. Oh yeah, they're shook. She said, I got my own and he has his. I need to miss my. I said that earlier. Laquita, I like you. I hope that you subscribe so you can come on back, girl, because you is definitely invited to the barbecue. Okay? Because I need to like really miss my man. Like, oh, I wonder what he's doing while I'm working, handling my business. And then when we're together, it's that much more enjoyable because you miss the person. You wasn't accusing him and thinking of a whole bunch of bullshit while y'all was away from each other. You know what I'm saying?
TheeEnicole, Laquita, I love that, because there's power in missing somebody. It makes for a more passionate relationship. You got more to talk about when you guys get back together again. You haven't seen each other for a couple of days. So, but somebody who's all clingy, needy, this, that, when it texts you 100 times a day, want you to pick up the phone 100 times a day, don't want you to leave them. Listen, there's power in missing people. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own lives to live. We're still individuals. And when we come together, what have you been doing for the last 2 days? Oh, I did this, I did that. What have you done? Oh, I've done, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to do, but people just don't want to give people space.
That's because they be insecure, because they be having their own bullshit going on. Which brings me to Big Heavy's comment that says she can also be already dealing with one of the friends, and she got nervous and ended it. That's interesting.
But
it did kind of looked very messy.
Because I already know that she's out there for attention. She out there for attention.
Yeah.
So whether she like one of his friends or one of his friends already smashed.
And then wait a minute, time out. Alex, you heard the one guy talking about something. I would pay for you. You gorgeous.
Yeah.
Ain't that your friend girl you talking about? Like, what the fuck is going on? YouTube is Messy said the penny made people realize they was only together not for love but for bills. It was too much couple murder. Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah.
That's definitely a fact.
That's a fact.
Definitely a fact.
That's big time.
Hey, they got locked in them houses and was like, I cannot stand you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ding 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 ding. I mean, that's the $1 million response there. Because the other thing is, when they got stuck in a house together, they couldn't get to their side pieces conveniently.
Exactly. They side piece was a side piece. Hey, that was like prison, and it was a lot of domestic violence. And,
it was
and killings,
divorce,
and nobody was coming to get y'all because we in a panty.
Nope. And it was a lot of divorce after that too, because it's
But
like,
you know what's so sick about the situation?
right.
Is even after you dealt with that during the panty and you found out that you wasn't linked with the right person, when you finally got to go back outside, you went and got somebody even worse.
Yeah.
Like, these people are crazy, I'm telling you. But
yeah.
I'm kind of okay with them being crazy because that gives us more shows and more things to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Keep being crazy because we need the content.
On the spot said, would she behave differently if she was paying all the rent? Oh, baby, she would have probably put him out as soon as he said the wrong word.
Yeah, when you're being disrespectful, she wasn't thinking about that rent. She being disrespectful. She a disrespectful woman.
She was thinking about showing off in front of whoever that dude was that said, I'll pay for you. You beautiful. Because before he said that, they definitely was giving googly eyes to each other. And I don't have to assume that because he wouldn't have been so comfortable saying that about his man's girl, if they wasn't already like shooting looks and stuff.
Right. That's right. So it's a lot more to this than that little 15 seconds we saw, 20 seconds, whatever it was. Definitely. It's a lot more to that. But, you know, again, she's out there. And like you said in the beginning of the show, TheeEnicole, that fat booty didn't get past me. I saw that right away. Okay. So if I'm looking at it on video, if I'm seeing it on video, I know what it looked like up close.
Right. It was crazy. And it wasn't cute at all. It wasn't cute at all. But
no, I'm talking about that booty.
Oh, shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, Room Shaker and Jay, we on our way out of here. I hate that y'all missed it, but red ball it back though, because we had fun.
Yeah, hit that replay. Hit that replay.
Yeah. And before we get up out of here, you know, I'm big on support and I always shout out everybody in the comments. So Room Shaker and Just Jay are both also content creators. Make sure that y'all are subscribed to them. Y'all know how I feel about support. And just like I named everybody in the chat, I could never go a show without telling y'all about my co-host, Alex. His name is Magnetic Repellent on YouTube. The link is in the description. Make sure y'all check him out because y'all think he's dope with me. He's just as dope by himself. So,
thank you.
We'll be back same time, same place next week.
Next week. Love you.
We out of here.
TheeEnicole. You can always call me E, but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my galaxy.
From Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love America DC, and you're tuned in to TheeEnicole.